Pisces. Let's get into a reading. So I just want to do a quick love reading. Love has taken over most of the readings today, but I just want to see who the person on your mind is. I don't care about whose mind you're on, because Lord knows we probably have a lot of people coming in. We're just going to see the person on your mind, whether this is a new person, someone you're in a connection with now, someone you're in no separation with, no contact with. Oh God, someone's got regret, y'all. Your intuition's telling you this. Your intuition's telling you someone is feeling remorse. Some of you could be in a relationship and your partner has recently acted in a way that you could have been disappointed in. It could have also been an energy of like, wow, I didn't know this side of you was there. That's amazing. And they could feel a lot of regret for that. So let's say that you're in a relationship and your partner screamed at you. You could have looked at them like, I know, good, and well, you didn't just scream at me, but you could have not said anything. This person could feel a lot of regret around the fact that there is a reason they acted in that way and they want to act better. And they could want to come and apologize and tell you, hey, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to take my anger out on you. I was not taught how to manage my anger or manage my emotions. And the way that you looked at me made me seem clear as day that I need to get it together and I need to figure something out. Now, if you're in separation, no separation, this person could want no separation between you guys. They could be having a lot of regret around the fact that there has been some sense of acceptance around your guys' dynamic, okay? Yeah, someone here could have accepted, everything happens for a reason. We're not meant to be. We just don't line up. You're not meant for me. I'm not meant for you. It is what it is. And this person could really just regret the obstacles that got in the way of this relationship, because in their mind, you're their true love. In their mind, this is a romance like no other. This is a romance of a lifetime. And I really regret what I did, because you've accepted it as what it is. It's reality. This is who I am. This is my character. That's how this person now sees you, as showing up towards them. Like, okay, that's your character. It is what it is. Interesting. I feel like I just slaughtered my words there. Yeah, this person could feel like when they talk to you, they don't have the ability to get what they want to say across. I wish I would have never done the things to you that have hurt you. I told you. Some of you, this person's recently hurt you. Something as simple as like being petty. This could be someone you're in a relationship with that acted petty. And you're like, no, I did not just marry a petty Betty. You could have. And they could recognize that their actions have a lot of weight and that they hurt you when they act like that. And they're sorry. If you're in separation, this is someone who wanted to keep their options open, but they were unsure how to tell you this. They weren't willing to compromise. They could have even told themselves that they didn't care that they were leaving you behind. It'll be fine. I don't care. I don't want you. I don't need you. I'm not going to regret this choice. You're not for me. But now they could recognize that they do regret this choice. They wish that they would have opened up and been honest to you. They wish that they could come in and make love to you. I'll make love to you. This person that you're with could want to make love to you, to show you how much they do love you. You know what they say? The saying is, the people who love you the most will tend to treat you the worst. Not because they want to, not because they mean to, but because those are the connections they feel the safest in. So yeah, this person's wanting to connect with you. Definitely could be someone who is taking you for granted if you're in separation. Definitely someone where you guys could have fought here recently and they could want to come in and say that they're sorry. They could also be recognizing how unconditional your love for them is. Because when they come in and say, hey, listen, I'm sorry for being really petty. I'm sorry for making me breakfast this morning and I didn't make you anything. I'm sorry for screaming at you. I'm sorry for... And you go, listen, it's fine. We're all human. They knew from the start that your guys' relationship had unconditional love. But that just goes to show, again, how much your guys' romance is like no other. And again, wanting to connect to you sexually, because I feel like this person, that's their way of showing how much they love you, is connecting with you sexually, showing you that they want to please you, that they want to be with you that way, connected in that way. Changing their perspective, feeling really stuck. For some of you, if this is a no contact, they're feeling really stuck around the fact that they weren't willing to compromise, and now that they regret this decision, they feel like they're kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place, because they feel like there's some sort of wish fulfillment or emotional fulfillment, and they feel that you're out of reach, out of grasp. They could be watching you from far away, reminiscing. For some of you, you're in a relationship with someone where their perspective of what a relationship looked like needed to crumble. This could have been someone who had a certain view of relationships, and being with you is helping them realize that that's not actually going to work here. And they felt like, okay, well, you'll end up bending, you'll get over it, you'll change, and they're recognizing that that's not going to work. That there is something about them that they need to change and shift if they want to get to that forever with you. And it has everything to do about effort and dedication. They could even need to get to know their self a little bit better, needing to have the strength and the courage to, have a conversation. Some of you, this person needs to have the strength and the courage to come in and offer some sort of reunion. It's like the burden is on their shoulders. The burden is theirs to carry when it comes to them manning up or womaning up and saying, hey, I want this, and I'm going to show you that I want this. For a lot of you, this person's lacked the strength and the courage to come in and offer this. But now that they want to, they're scared that you're not going to accept it. They're scared that you're a little bit of like out of reach. They could even be a little obsessed with, they could be a little obsessed about it's like they think a lot about putting effort, time, and dedication in, but they never actually put the action in. They're obsessed. Almost, it's giving me obsessive compulsive disorder. Like when I start obsessively thinking about something, it doesn't get off of me until something changes. That's just how I'm wired. I'm getting that with this person, except it has to do with you. So this person could be obsessively thinking about the fact that they need to apologize, or they need to say something to you, or they need to make it clear that they are very aware that the way that they showed up in this relationship, or the way that they ruined this relationship to the point where it had to go into a no contact, it's on their shoulders to fix. But they could also be very obsessed with the fact that they are fantasizing about fixing it instead of actually taking action. Because they're scared that when they take action, I don't know, that you either might be too busy to hear them out. You might be too busy to give them the time of day. You might be too busy to want to fix this, listen to it, meet up with them. So if you're in no contact, they're scared that you don't want to meet up with them. They're scared that they're going to want to fix this, heal this, meet up, and you don't want to because of something to do with the past. They could be, again, thinking a lot about the past. There could have been an energy shift that recently come in because of the universe. The universe could have brought an energy shift of, hey, you need to go in and try to put in the effort with so-and-so. And they could be wanting to do that now. But they could also recognize that you're preoccupied and that you might not want to give to them or fix this now. If this is someone who's been kind of hateful in your relationship, they could want to fix this relationship, but they could feel like you're a little content with how it is. You're disappointed with how they showed up, but you also don't want to give it too much effort or time. I got better things to do. This person could be coming towards you kind of crying out for attention. That could have also been their energy in the past. They could have been manipulative, and they could have played with your emotions. And again, now that they want to come back after you guys went no contact, it's a little bit of, will you accept my offer? Because we had a lot of fun together, but I really put this relationship on pause and acted like it didn't have a shelf life. I acted like it wasn't going to go away, move on, deteriorate, rotten. It's fine. You'll be there when I come back. And I think this person could be recognizing now that they're ready to put in effort, time, and dedication doesn't mean that you're ready to tame your inner self to allow that to happen. If this is someone you're in a relationship with, this person is going to be coming towards you crying for some sort of attention. They're going to want your undivided attention. And their fear is that you're going to be too busy doing something else, work, taking care of the children, cleaning the house, that you're not going to look at them and take them serious when they say, hey, listen, when I say that I'm feeling shameful for what I've done, I'm not kidding. But they could have put on pause the parts of them that needed to change. And they could also feel like you're a little fed up. Okay, well, I'm fed up with you acting this way. I'm fed up with you spending all of our money. I'm fed up with whatever the problem has been in this relationship. I've told you multiple times we needed to fix it. You've acted like I'm joking. You've kind of played with my emotions. Now you're coming in crying for attention, saying, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm tired of hearing sorry. I've waited for you to change. You put you changing on pause. You need to figure it out. You need to figure it out. I'm okay with us getting back to that playful energy, us falling in love with one another again. But I've got things in this household to take care of. And you a grown man or a grown woman, and I'm here to support you, but I need you to figure it out. What do you want? That's going to be your energy when it comes to this person. And I feel that they know that. And I feel it's an energy of, do you see me as the toad that you kissed that couldn't turn into a prince? Or do you see me as the toad that you kissed, that will turn into a prince? I'm just not there yet. That's this person's like question. Someone here is going through an awakening. So whether you're in no contact or you're with this person, they're going through an awakening. They're getting awareness around the fact that they don't like the way that they've been acting. Whether it's we're in a relationship and I'm acting crappy, or we've been in separation and I've been acting crappy. Whatever it is, they're recognizing this romance is like no other. Their behavior has to change. They cannot put this relationship on pause or come in and play with your emotions or cry for you to feel bad. You need changed action. Okay. I do see that there's going to be obstacles that will have to be overcome before you guys are able to say that you guys have got through this hardship. There's going to be challenges, okay? There's going to be a lot of work that's going to have to be put forth. This person's going to have to put in the work, but you're going to have to also put in the work. I see this person possibly even getting a little silent with you. I see this person, they're going to be making future plans. They're going to be working on themselves. But I also see it being more of a silent journey. So let's say you're in a relationship and you and your partner has recently fought, had an argument, they've acted in a certain way. Maybe it's been a way that they've acted where you've been like, okay, third time you out, I'm going to need you to quit doing this because this is something I'm going to have to leave for. They are going to want to change that about themselves. But I am seeing that there are also going to be parts of them coming out where they might get very silent during this journey while they're changing themselves, while they're evolving. And then kind of avoiding the conversations that need to be had is going to bring more obstacles than what you guys need. Now, again, this romance is like no other, which means the problems are going to be like no other. What problems do you want to overcome? I see it's going to take a lot of work. I'm seeing that it's going to take effort for both parts. And I'm seeing that there is possibilities of this person kind of shutting down or not being able to open up in the way that you need them to. And again, that's that change. That's that change that's going to need to come out. You need to ask yourself, can this person change? If you're in a no contact, can they open up to a place where you can tell that they're dedicated and they're having the strength to try to make this work? Or are they going to continue to shut down and you feel like you can't get anywhere with them? Okay. I'm even seeing for some of you, there could be a little bit of a break from one another. Yeah, they're going to be working on becoming the best version of themselves. See, that's what I'm getting. This person's trying to get to know themselves on a deeper level. Sometimes you don't know what you got till it's gone, is what I just heard. I'm working on becoming the best version of myself. But you might notice that they're going to kind of shut down here coming up. They're going to get kind of silent. They might have a conversation with you and then kind of mope around the house, not really talk about too much what's going on, what they have going on in their brain. Be careful of this person coming back from the past and them having a lot of regret, but them not necessarily being honest with you. There could be someone coming back from the past who actually has the tendency to hide themselves from you. They have regret, but they do tend to give the silent treatment. So many things remind them of you. You also have the ability to get closer to them than anyone, but this person, again, if they're coming in and they're crying for attention, but then they're the reason this got put on pause, ask yourself, why did they put it on pause? And why are they coming back now? I'm seeing that it could be in your best interest to forgive this person. But I am saying that for some of you, you're going to decide to let this person go. Because again, remember me saying this romance is like no other. The problems that come with it is also going to be like no other. There's going to be aspects of this relationship where other people are not going to be able to understand, comprehend, or even wrap their brain around what you're going through because they've never went through it. They've never dealt with someone like this because again, this romance is like no other. Me saying that doesn't always mean good. There's going to be good aspects of it, but there's also really bad aspects. And the bad aspect is the fact that you guys have so many challenges, it's going to take both of you to overcome it. And this person, when they're going through hard times or when they're finding themselves, they have the tendency to shut down and go, wow, you came close to me even when I was hiding myself from you. Damn, maybe I should go back towards you. And in your mind, you see that as them kind of playing games. Why are you coming in to play with my emotions now? The past you had me, you didn't want me. Now you want me when you can't have me. I'm confused. And some of you are going to decide to let this person go because you're recognizing that you need to have the strength and the courage to bring an energy shift. And some of you are recognizing that the effort and the dedication that you want looks different than what this person can bring in. And yeah, you could have gotten closer than anyone. You could also be so special to them that they can't even put it into words. But if they're going to hide who they are from you and they're going to be silent and they're going to not be able to speak truths to you that they need to speak, that is going to become a problem, okay? I'm saying some of you might take some time to yourself. You might not date. You might not even have sex. You might just take some time to yourself to overcome some sort of hardship. That's going to be very beneficial for you. It's going to also help you move on from whoever this person is that's been silent and who's been hiding, okay? All right. That could be why this come out. Does this align with you? And it's funny that come out at the beginning of the reading. Does this align with you? Does this align with the future that you want? This person can see their bad behavior. They can see where they're messing up. But when it comes to them changing it, they shut down. They start avoiding. They get silent. Can you deal with that? Is that something you want to grow with? I thought leaving you behind would be easy, but it seems to be the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. I've been trying to forget you, but I feel like I can't. I feel like I'm getting reminded of you more and more. And I never told you how I feel because I'm unsure how I feel. This could also be a partner you're with that doesn't want to come in and say, hey, I'm going to change. I'm going to do A, B, C, or D, because they might be unsure if they're capable. And if you guys are at a place where you're tired of them yelling, or you're tired of them coming home and acting like they're bringing a hurricane through the door and the whole energy in the house shifts, there could be something here where you're like, listen, we're on our last leg. If you keep saying you're going to change and you're going to try to do better, but you're not doing better, you're doing the complete opposite, I'm going to see you as a talker, not a walker. And then I'm going to make plans accordingly for myself. And they could know that. They can know that you guys are kind of on the last leg. This romance is like no other. There is a true love aspect where you guys have such unconditional love. Maybe even people question why you're doing what you're doing. Why do you still want them back when you're in no contact? Why are you fighting for this person when they're clearly showing they don't want to be fought for? And you're like, listen, you don't get it, because this is like something you've never experienced. You both see that. You both feel that. But I think you also need to recognize that there could be sides of this person that are never going to go away. That this person just can't necessarily be who you need them to be. And you got to look at it from face value. Am I going to continue to grow with you when you do one thing but say another? I see you wanting consistency, and I see this person being very aware of that. So I know if I come in and say this to you and I don't do that, the chances of me getting divorce papers, the chances of you never turning back around, the chances of you blocking me on everything and me being dead in your world is 120%. I know that that's going to be the future. That's this person's energy. Someone here could have had a third party. Someone here could have got a love triangle aspect involved. There could have been children involved. There could have been a lot of like lashing out in anger and grief in this whole dynamic if there is more than one person involved. If that's the case, I think you need to know that this person has the tendency to just be manipulative. And the reason that they're unable to open up is because if they opened up, it wouldn't be in their best interest. It wouldn't be in their best interest to tell you what's happening. And that's when you have to look at this from face value and go, okay, you didn't realize what you had until it was gone. You weren't willing to compromise, but maybe that by itself is the answer. Maybe we're not meant to be together because you're hiding who you are, which means you know that if you show me who you are, I wouldn't like you. And that's for a lot of you. This person knows that if they actually shown you the true version of them, that you would have never, ever, ever given them the time of day. You wouldn't like them. You might even hate them, to be honest, with how they're showing up. And they know that. But that's where you have to come in and say, okay, but what's in my best interest? What's going to work out for me? And that's why they're asking, does this align with what you want? Because again, you both feel like this is something like no other, but that doesn't always mean good. There's going to be each element in this relationship. There's going to be amazing parts of it that other people might not experience. But again, the parts that other people don't experience that are negative, you might experience. Are you okay with that? In this person's mind, they keep telling themselves that things are trying to tear you guys apart. It's not their fault. It's the universe's fault why you guys can't make it work. And they're even telling themselves, our love is going to conquer because our love is something great. But I feel like something they're not recognizing is that they are the problem. They are the problem. And there's something about them that needs to be fixed. Yeah, some of you, there's going to be something new taking place. You could be going to someone new in divine timing. Could be a connection where your soul's going to kind of remember them. It's going to feel very familiar. Some of you are going to recognize that this person is very passionate. Whoever this person is that we've been bringing in, where this romance is like no other, this person is passionate. They have no lack of passion. But when it comes to them being long lasting and showing up as that person, like this person could come in and say, this is the kind of woman I am. This is the kind of man I am. They're not that person. They could come in and say, listen, I'm consistent, I got you, but every time you turn around, they're not answering the phone, they're not showing up, they're ghosting, they disappear for 3 days. That's the energy I'm getting here. I think you're going to start to recognize that whoever this person is that you're in a relationship with or that you're in no contact with, it's passionate. But can we get on the same page and work towards the same goal? Do we want the same things? No, because you're hiding from me. You're saying one thing, you're doing another. You don't want me to see the real you. I can't work with this. A lot of you, this could be a twin flame who's obsessively thinking, who's trying to trust in this relationship, feeling like this is a true love and that this relationship is stable. They could be longing for you, but they could not be recognizing that there are things affecting this relationship and that you guys are not the same person. A lot of you are about to give into a connection that's faded. Again, it's an energy of them saying, well, we're meant to be, so we're gonna be. Okay? Well, I mean, I'm glad you think you don't have to put any effort, time, dedication. You don't have to open up. You don't have to communicate. Like, that's this person's energy. Well, we're married, so you're mine. You're not gonna leave. Someone's going to get a rude awakening. This romance is like no other, but I think it's going to end up bringing someone a very rude awakening around the fact that the romance can be like no other, but are you treating it like that? Are you treating it like nothing you're ever going to get again? All right, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day, guys.